Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next edition of the Power of the Prompt. This is the 61st Power of the Prompt. Now, for those of you who may not, for those of you to readers and viewers and listeners who may think this is a new thing to the Autistic Super Channel, it is relatively new, but I want to just get the idea out there that this is me answering a question that WordPress, which is what the Autistic Super blog is on, asks us to answer to the best of our abilities. And this one is, when you think of the word successful, who's the first person that comes to mind and why? There are a lot of ways I can answer this. I mean, as a Roman Catholic, I could definitely say when it comes to successful, um, Cardinal Dolan definitely comes to mind. Pope Francis, of course, comes to mind. Um, but I can also think of other individuals, lay individuals in my life that really show me what it means to be successful. Individuals like Joe DeFino Sr. and you will all hear me talk about him in a couple of videos from now. God rest his soul. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but suffice to say, Joe Sr. God rest his soul was an amazing person, and really, I hope I could be a fraction of the person he is, and I would be remiss to say the DeFino family as well, because they really have eh, they have they've been friends with me for so long that sometimes I sometimes realize how strong I am, because one of my friends, one of the DeFino family members, mentioned to me that they don't take people that are strong, that aren't strong. And for her to say that about me just means the world to me, literally the world to me. When it comes to my poetry, obviously I've mentioned the Poetic Hall of Famer Mick Horowitz, Phil Levine, Dan Wilcox, Mary Ponza, Will Nixon, um, are people that I think are successful because these are the people when I before I had my first book, these are individuals that I really look up to and still do, because they had achieved what I had been able that I've been wanting to achieve for the longest time. Cue the Billy Joel song theme in there, but in all seriousness, I mean, when I mentioned Mick Horowitz, when I mentioned Phil Levine, when I look at other poets that are getting like pushcart prizes and all that stuff, I want to be the individuals that they are. I want to at least aspire to be like them, because I feel like I still feel like Gordon Ramsay in a way, because there are targets to achieve. Um, um, as as just an individual, I have to mention my family, like my brothers. I sometimes feel that they're more successful than I am because of what they're able to contrast into what I can do. Um, I could travel, of course, but when it comes to the camera I'm watching you guys on, or the headphones I'm speaking to you guys on, I wouldn't have been able to get those without my brother's help, and I just want them to know that I'm thankful for everything they've done for me. Um, and also as an autistic individual, I have two actually, two people that I really admire in the autism community. One should be no surprise, Dr. Temple Grandin. Um, she was the one that my late mentor, the late Larry Burke, um, introduced me to when it came to me finding out about what my autistic strengths are, and individuals that really like. She was the individual that really got me to understand that my visual thinking skills um, mean a lot in other people's places. Like I always feel like I've always thought myself less than, and in a way I still do. But people like Dr. Temple Grandin, really made me realize just how important I am to the community and how important my gifts are to the community. And as an author, as an autistic author, I have to mention Jesse Saperstein. Like most people may not know this, but I consider him and a lot of other autistic individuals, as some of my best friends because he and another person I might not mention, but Jesse's been the person that I can relate to. I feel like anytime that I feel like I'm feeling down, I know I can always talk to him. And I can also talk to other people too. I've mentioned before grass.org and Kate Palmer. Um, just individuals that I feel that I know that I can really like that relate to me and really like that understand how I'm feeling. Like I have very few I have a lot of acquaintances but very few friends. And the friends that I know really understand me, really get the real me. Um and I've got other friends too that are always as important to me because like I said in the autism community, I mean, I always feel like there's that competition between us, but with the friends that I do have, um, I don't feel like a competition. I feel like they see the best in me more than anything else because I feel like they make me successful. And but those are just my feelings on the whole being successful part. I mean, I myself have I'll give you an example of my life. Recently I met someone in at my job who who had a child that has hands over his ears and was nonverbal, and I kind of felt worried that I might say the wrong thing because you don't want to and it's like there's that sixth sense when it comes to autism because it's like people that know, but you don't want to out people when they're saying, "Hey, this is what's going on." You want to be gentle with it, but you also want to make sure that they realize that there's someone here that's ready to hear you and ready to understand where you're coming from. And once she mentioned that her son is autistic, I disclosed that I am too, more than anything else, to let them know. And this is what I do for all autistic parents at my job. I always divulge to them about my autism because some autistic parents know the stares. They know the uh, uh, feelings of behavior and all that stuff that feel like those icy cold stares where it's like you've done something wrong but you don't know what. Um, and I always like to let um other autistic parents know that they have someone in their corner that's ready to back them up if need be. Just my way of kind of making sure that there's a second chance built in for individuals like that. Um, because the neurotypical world is a scary place, and sometimes it can be hard to just live in it for a while. Um, so I guess that makes me successful. But as far as who makes me, who do I think of successful? The individuals I've named definitely fit that bill. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I hope you all enjoyed these Power of the Prompt videos. I might be doing some more in the future. If you like them, please like, share, subscribe. Um, and please check out all my. You can check me out on Facebook, X, Blue Sky, Instagram, all that stuff. You can check me out here on the Autistic Super Channel on YouTube. You can check out all my videos on the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. Stay safe, stay strong, and as always, shine on.